Hi friends, and welcome back to my 26th YouTube video on my YouTube channel. Yay! I am Hawkinsimmer, and today we are doing part 2 of a 2-part series on my childhood home. So if you missed it, I will link the first part of this video where I do all of the exterior and floor plan in the eye above and down below. So check that out before you go any further. But here we are jumping right in with the basement, and I am so sad to say that I lost all of this footage and didn't realize until I was editing it back. So basically in my basement I had a small hodgepodge living area, an entire safe room, which you see me doing right there. Safe room is extreme. It was really just storage, and then we had some like non-perishables and like camping gear in it essentially. And then we had a piano and some more storage, and then a bathroom and some hodgepodge furniture left over for guests, basically. But here I am upstairs working on my mom's room. She had the most wonderful walk-in closet. It was great, so I made sure to put that in because it was so big that it really worked with the floor plan. And I did her bathroom really quickly, and then her bedroom was the same bedroom suite that she's had for like her entire life, basically. And it was this awfully orange color, and I think that she knows that now, that like, God, what an awful orange color. But my mom is, while she keeps a really nice home, like, she's very low maintenance in terms of like needing and wanting new things. Like, that just isn't on her like high list of wants in life. So basically what she does have, she maintains, and it's very nice, but it's outdated, I guess. Also, I realized that in this build that there's a pack that has like a vanity table. I guess it's the Glamour Life or something. And I don't have that pack, which is unfortunate because I think lots of people have like a vanity or a dresser with an attached mirror, but that's not an option here. And here I am just doing the laundry room, which probably seems unimportant to you, but it's my mom's favorite room in the house. Not because she like loves doing laundry or anything, but actually our home was built by students, like high school students in our building trades class. So everything was done very affordably because my mom did it that way, because they're obviously not licensed contractors, they're students. But it was my mom's way of having the home she wanted for the price that she wanted. And the laundry room and the entrance from our garage, which you just saw in that hallway coming into our kitchen, is like exactly the way my mom wanted it. There were no like ifs, ands, or buts about it, so it worked out really well. Here I am just doing the kitchen layout. If you noticed, probably not, in part 1, it was a little bit different. I tried to do this thing where I lifted the cabinets on the island up, because in our home, the cabinets around the stove were at stove level, but then there was the countertop led up and over to make a higher, and it was like bar seating, but really there isn't bar seating per se in The Sims 4. Like, it's not at bar level. I mean, it looks just fine. It just is at regular counter level, because when Sims sit at something, it's all at the same level. Does that make sense? Probably not. Here I am kind of doing the dining room. We had tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of plants in our dining room area. I think this is probably one of the most accurate areas of the home. Our table didn't really look like that, but there aren't rounded tables that aren't round. There are not oval tables in The Sims 4, which just like, it drives me crazy. I don't understand exactly, but we don't have that. So whatever, close enough, right? But those 2 hutches, my mom loves a hutch. She loves to like have extra storage. So those 2 hutches were really accurate, and this little table here with a little plant on it was really accurate too. Sometimes it's those really little details that like seem so unimportant that really make it seem more lifelike, at least to me. Like, those small details are really important, I think. We're moving on to the living room, which is an odd room. I mean, I never found it odd in real life, but making it in The Sims, we have a lot of seating in our living room. I just didn't really think of that, especially in comparison to The Sims. Like, in The Sims, you might do like a sofa and a love seat, or, you know, a sofa and a couple of chairs, or maybe even a sofa, love seat, and a couple chairs. But no, our house had full on 2 sofas, 2 like recliner chairs, and then the one in the corner there actually was also a recliner. We just had like a lot of chairs, okay? We like to visit and things. So that's that on that. And then we have a really big entertainment center, which would have been perfect to use tiny living in. I did not, plan these videos around tiny living dropping, but I am going to download that and use it. But they kind of have like those entertainment centers. I wouldn't want them to be a Murphy bed because we didn't have one, but we don't really have anything like that in The Sims, where it's like a bookshelf and, some storage, which in The Sims is nothing, and like a space for a TV and a radio and things, which is basically what we had. So, regardless, I think it worked out all right. And I think I used a fan in The Sims for the first time, like, ever. I don't think they look nice and they're hard to, like, decorate around, so I never use them. But here I am, kind of just cluttering up the rest of the room. I added a few guitars here. My sister and I both know how to play guitar. We're not what I would call guitarists or musicians. We can read tabs and play a few things by ear, but otherwise, it was more of just like my sister found some idiot who is selling a Martin guitar for $5 at a yard sale. So how do you like not take it home with you? Am I right, folks? Here I am adding another little just like piece of storage. I think I've mentioned it in past builds that I almost always end up putting like a credenza or something in an entryway, and it's literally just because my mom has a credenza in her entryway. But I'm moving on to my sister's bedroom right now. Our rooms all went through a few different paint jobs while we were here, but I went with the most recent iteration of all of our rooms. So my sister's room is this like deep red wine color, and then she always had a duvet insert, but never a duvet cover, which kind of in my eyes defeats the purpose, but whatever. And my whole family is really into reading, so I added a bookshelf, and then she had a little table for her record player. Her record player didn't have like the I can't think of the word for that ever, but the phone on it or whatever, but she did have a record player. My whole family is really into music. We all can either play an instrument or we're in band, or I don't know, we all just have a really good appreciation for music. And maybe I say that because none of us like country music. And don't come at me, any of my one or two friends that watch this video, because country music is whack. But otherwise, here I am adding it's supposed to be, a vanity table, but I ended up just using a desk and a mirror. Someday I'll have all the packs, but today isn't that day. But it was cluttered up with makeup and hair stuff and whatever. But otherwise, I don't know, her room's pretty well finished. And moving on to the bathroom, the three of us shared a bathroom. It was mostly fine, other than the whole, like, you're sitting on the couch for hours and then your sibling runs to the bathroom and you're like, hey, I was going to do that first. And, then you have to wait for a shower and things. But, pretty stereotypical bathroom. And I know that you can see that little space between the stairwell and the bathroom, but literally it in real life was a closet and a linen closet into the bathroom. Like there was a hall closet and then a linen closet, but it just like wasn't worth putting in the doors, honestly. Here's my little brother's room. Like I said, we're all 4 years apart, so my brother was just 4 years younger than me, but I still made this the most like recent iteration of his room. And it was this like dusty blue color, and he really did have a bed frame like that, the ones that people like finish out of kind of not raw wood, but essentially it looks not as finished. And then finding furniture to match those two pieces was difficult. I think I used that dresser in every single room because it's the only one that's like taller than the other ones but still looks pretty normal. All of our rooms were definitely more cluttered than this, but I kind of just, did what we could. I also wanted to include some of the plaques from university because my brother is the prodigal child in my family, so I wanted to, put a little personal detail in there. But now we're moving on to my bedroom. Like I said, I had many paint jobs growing up, but this is definitely the most recent one. I had 3 gray walls and then one wall that was like a tealy blue color. This was as close as we could get. And then all of my furniture was black. I definitely like a more neutral and cool tone, color scheme than the rest of my home is, but I don't know, I was your, like, stereotypical kind of emo teenage person. Like, I don't know. I feel pretty plain most of the time, but this is I had I still have it. I have a dresser with a mirror attached to it, but this is a pretty close iteration of that. I did all of my makeup and hair sitting here. I probably took way too many mirror selfies. I was really bad about doing laundry, so in that corner, which is really where a door to my closet went, I just put, a laundry basket and some laundry on the floor and a chair that I definitely did not have. But I really liked these curtains that I used. I don't feel like I've used these a ton, but they totally worked out. They are like a sheer black color, even though in real life I had blackout curtains because I hate the sunlight. But yeah, there I am adding a few things for my dog because he was my dog, so he was in my room. I had a little bed for him between my bed and the dresser, but a lot of times he just slept in bed with me. And I really put those signs up because one time I acquired a "Please drive slowly, we love our children" sign. I do not recommend acquiring one of those, but I did acquire one of those, so I just wanted to, play a little homage to that. But holy goodness, the screenshots are here. So thank you all so much for watching this. I can't believe it's done. It was super fun to do. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I upload new videos every Monday and Thursday at around 4 p.m. So I'll see you all in the next one. Bye! Finally get my own dogs to settle down, and the neighbor's dog won't stop barking now. Please let me move where I have no neighbors.